Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Hair Tips with Tawana. I am your host, Tawana Lane, educator, facilitator, licensed cosmetologist, certified trichologist, and certified holistic nutritionist. Not to mention the most wonderful things as being a wife of over 25 years to my wonderful husband and a mom to my two wonderful, handsome, and beautiful young adult children. I am so happy to be back with everyone today, and I just want to say thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for inquiring about Hair Tips with Tawana. I know that it's been a while. Been working on a few things, and I'm just so glad to be back, and prayerfully we'll be back on a weekly schedule once again. But today I do have a couple of little tips for you today. I wanted to discuss self-care. Self-care is so important. I know those words have become so popular over social media, talking to one another, talking to your friends. We need to promote self-care. But I want to let you know that it's wonderful to have time for yourself. Whether it's mani-pedis, whether you're on a shopping spree, if it's just going to sit in a bookstore, Barnes and Noble, or grabbing a book off the shelf and just sitting in a nice little place, huddled up with your book. Whatever it is that you do for self-care that is actually self-care, which is helping you, is such a wonderful, wonderful thing. But let's remember that self-care should be something that we do on a daily basis. So I know somebody's saying, so how do we do that? Well, something as small as just taking 5 minutes of time to yourself and closing your eyes and taking a couple of deep breaths. That may seem small to some people, but to other people, that means everything. You may live in a type of environment where you don't get a chance to have that space to yourself, or you may live in a toxic situation or work in a toxic environment. And just those few minutes of being able to take a nice deep breath is just priceless. You want to get you a couple of friends that you guys are on the same page, where you can encourage each other. There's no negativity. Nobody's dogging anybody out. You're not gossiping about anybody, but you're just coming together to have a good time. That's self-care. Taking the time out to drink a nice cup of herbal tea. Taking the time out to watch some of your favorite shows that you DVR'd. Or if you're a Hallmarkian, you just take that time out to watch some of your favorite Hallmark shows. Having that time to pull out a pad and a pen or a pencil and writing down some of your thoughts, maybe some of your favorite scriptures, some of your affirmations, your positive affirmations that remind you that you are necessary, that you are worth it. These are those things that help us with our everyday life. Standing in the mirror and saying, you know what? I like me, or I'm learning to like me. Flaws and all. Look at that mole. Look at that bump. Look at those blemishes. Look at those bags under my eyes. But I still love me, and I'm going to do something about those blemishes, those bags under my eyes. I'm going to try to get more rest. I'm going to try to eat better. I'm going to take some time out just to take a couple of, steps a day, taking a walk, making sure that I'm not rushing when I'm eating my lunch, taking a walk through the park, packing my sneakers when I go to work, just so I can take out a few minutes to get some steps in. That's self-care. So I guess you say this is Hair Tips with Tawana. What does any of this have to do with my hair? Well, healthy body, healthy scalp brings forth healthy hair. You got to take care of ourselves from the inside out, and sometimes that comes from the outside in. creating an environment of healthy things for us helps our body to create a better flow with our organs so that they can systematically work well with one another and perform the task that they have been created to do. God created our bodies to work well with one another. And when there is a disturbance that causes stress, then that stress, therefore, causes our body not to work well together. Well, let's try to work on that a little bit every day. It didn't take us overnight to get stressed out or allow the stress to overtake us and cause our gut to be inflamed, which causes the rest of our body to be off kilt. So it's going to take time for us to get on track. We talk about healthy eating, but healthy living is a part of that too. Healthy eating, healthy living, healthy relationships. They help our body to function properly so that our brains will synapse properly because we're getting in that REM sleep. So that our digestive system will function properly because not only are we eating better, but we're getting rest that we need. Learning how to fix your posture and sit up nice and straight. Learning how to, you may not be able to do that whole routine of, lifting weights or going to the gym, but taking some steps each day. Taking the stairs in your home. If you can't do stairs, that's okay. There are plenty of chair exercises that you can do. But the laws of physics say a body in motion stays in motion. So even when we're resting our bodies, because we were a little bit more active during the day, our body feels the difference and it starts getting used to being even more active. So it's promoting healthy bodies, healthy scalps, healthy skin, healthy hair growth. But it's also helping to create healthy mindsets, healthy attitudes. So as you know, these segments have been designed to educate, encourage, enhance, enrich. I'm not a clinician. I'm just a person who loves to help, who loves to learn, and I'd like to pass on what I know, what I've learned, not just from the classroom, but from life. So I want you to be encouraged. Be uniquely you. And until next time, have an amazing day. God bless.